Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 best mortar decks in Clash Royale for this season and showing you guys how to use them. And honestly, guys, this is a very fun season for mortar. Some of these mortar decks I'm going to show you are actually very crazy and very different to what we've been seeing a lot in the mortar meta. I feel like right now, because of the way the season is, you know, it's one of the few seasons where mortar can be a bunch of different decks. It's not going to just be, you know, like Mortarbait or you know, the Gobstein mortar decks. There's a lot of diversity with the mortar decks we have, so that's going to be a ton of fun. For our first deck, we're using mortar with Skeleton King. This is very similar to the mortar with Gobstein deck, but it's using Skeleton King instead as the champion. It's a pretty solid deck. I actually really enjoy using it. The Skeleton King ability is going to be what makes or breaks your gameplay with this deck, so I would definitely make sure that, you know, you're popping your Skeleton King ability as much as you can, but you also don't want to overuse it. But it's one of those abilities that I think is a little bit more forgiving if you can get the skeleton to have his skeletons up, you know, to close to the maximum or at least above half, because usually they're going to have to use about 2 elixir anyways to counter those skeletons, so it's a pretty safe ability to use compared to other abilities. We'll get some chip damage with the spear goblins there, get some nice damage going, and then I'm going to play the mortar here. He's going to start the P.E.K.K.A. in the back. That's actually really unfortunate. I'm going to play the Skeleton King opposite lane here just to purely pressure this guy. Let's see if we can get him to play something. And then we'll wait from there. He's going to play the Valkyrie, so I'm going to play my bats first. He'll probably use his spell, but we should be able to get some nice damage with the bats, and then we can use our Goblin Gang to pull the P.E.K.K.A. in a second here. Let's play the Goblin Gang here now just to make sure the P.E.K.K.A. doesn't get a hit. And then I have my Spear Goblins as well to help out. I think I'm going to ignore that Valkyrie on the one side. That's okay. We'll take a bit of damage, but that's okay. I'll play the Miner, and then let's play some Spear Goblins because he used his log as well. We might as well get a little bit of chip damage there again. Honestly, that's even better than chip damage. That's some pretty good damage right there. I'm happy with that. And then, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna let him do his thing. We can use our arrows here, and then I'll play the cannon card here just in case it glitches. We do get the King Tower activation, so that's pretty awesome. Usually I mess it up when we have the cannoneer. I'll play the mortar with the cannon card there. Cannon card will fire on the evil P.E.K.K.A. That evil P.E.K.K.A. is a little bit annoying. I'm gonna play my evil bats first, and then he'll probably use a spell, so then I can play my Spear Goblins here. He used his spell, that's perfect. We'll pull that P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to, oh my goodness, I meant to use my arrows there. I'm going to be honest, I didn't mean to play the Goblin Gang there, but that's okay because we can just use our arrows for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and play the mortar here. Let's wait and see what he does. If he goes for the P.E.K.K.A., ooh, that's perfect. Okay, we can play the Skeleton King. Then I'll play the bats because that will get us to the Skeleton King ability in a second. Hopefully, we'll play some Spear Goblins here to maybe take out that Dark Goblin. We won't get it in time, but that's okay. We don't even need the Skeleton King ability. Let's go ahead and play the mortar opposite lane. We really did not need to use the Skeleton King ability that entire match. That is actually crazy. So we're going to get a nice win here for our first matchup. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next deck. Alright, you guys, this next deck is honestly probably my favorite out of all of the decks I'm going to show in this video. This is going to be Mortarbait. We're using Gobstein in it as well. We have Cannon Card, and we have Evo Dark Gob. The reason why I love this deck so much is because the Evo Dark Goblin is just, like, it's such a saving grace to have in this deck. I feel like you can really slam some crazy pushes with it, and then obviously they're going to hold their light spell every single chance they get for that Evo Dark Goblin, so then you can take advantage of that with your Gobstein and everything else. And the only thing I'm going to say, guys, honestly, is try not to play super aggressive in single elixir, just because it's a bit of a more expensive deck than the traditional Mortarbait decks that you're going to be used to, so you really want to make sure that you keep that in mind, and just don't go too aggressive at the start. This guy's going to Mega Knight there on the mortar, so I can just play my Gobstein here, and the Gobstein should counter that pretty easily. The HP nerf to the Gobstein, I think it balances it, but I don't think that Gobstein is any worse of a card, really. I think it's still a very good card. I'm going to pop the Gobstein ability here because we're going to get tower damage, we're going to get that Dark Goblin down, and we'll get damage on the Mega Knight, so that is beautiful. And then I'm going to play the Goblin Gang here. I want to keep that Dark Goblin alive just for DPS, and that's going to be a very easy defense, so we're pretty good there. I'm glad that we defended that Mega Knight very well, because I feel like Mega Knight is a card that so many people really absolutely despise, and, you know, that's pretty good. I also feel like this deck is a pretty good mid-ladder deck. I feel like if you go against a lot of really weird mid-ladder decks, this gives you the ability to defend a lot of those massive, stupid beatdown decks. So definitely recommend trying it out. Okay, I don't want to really play anything else. I don't want to go too aggressive. I could go for the mortar or the log. I'm going to play the log against my better judgment just to cycle. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, holy crap. Okay, I'll play the Dark Goblin here. And then I think I'm just going to have to fireball in a second. I think that's going to be my safest bet. Actually, there was no way I needed to do that, but that's okay. It made us safe. We're okay. We came out of there unscathed, so that's fine, but we are down in elixir. So this is one of those situations where, you know, as I was saying before, you don't want to go too aggressive. This is one of those situations where I need to save my elixir because I know he's up on me. There's absolutely no way he's not, and so I just need to be careful. Even that Dark Goblin, I'll let him have it, and then I'll play the Skeleton Barrel just to kind of bait out another card. I'm hoping he plays that Mega Knight. There it is. So now I can start my Goblinstein in the back here. And then I'm actually going to play the Evil Mortar just because that stops the Mega Knight from being able to necessarily make his way up as quick. And that just makes it a little bit easier to defend sometimes. I'm hoping that we get the Firecracker there. Yes, we do. And then I'm going to now play the Evo Dark Goblin just because he used his Tornado. So I can, you know, use it a little bit safer. And it's going to shred through that Mega Knight. And then we can go ahead and play the Mortar here. We have the Evo Dark Goblin. We've got a cannon card down. Evo Dark Goblin, do your thing and get some. Oh my gosh, that is crazy damage on the Mega Knight. And then we should lock onto the Dark Goblin and take it out. We got the cannon card there for the Valkyrie, so that's going to be a pretty easy defense, and hopefully we get a shot on the tower. We do. That's beautiful. I'm going to save my log just because there's no point in really using it yet. And then I guess I can play the Dark Goblin here, and then I'll play the Skeleton Barrel. And we might as well, actually I was going to Fireball that Dark Goblin, but I'm just going to log it there. There's the Mega Knight again, so that's okay. And then I'm going to play the Goblinstein up high, actually, keep the Dark Goblin alive for DPS again. And let's just wait and see what he does. He'll probably play a Tornado eventually, so I don't want to pop that ability too soon. There's the Tornado, and then honestly, I'm just going to let it go. Let that Goblinstein go down, and then I'm going to play the Cannon Cart, and we got the Dark Goblin. I'm going to play the Mortar a little bit to the side, just because kiting the Mortar is not going to be a challenge for this guy, but getting stuff onto it will be if we play it to the side. So now we are going to get the Mortar lock. That is beautiful. So here's where I want to get the Goblinstein down and really spam against this guy. Make sure that he can't get any damage on the Mortar. I'm going to pop the Goblinstein ability as well, just to make sure anything he plays gets shredded, like the Skeleton Barrel. We can log the Skeleton Barrel there, and that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next. Alright, you guys, next matchup, and listen, I told you guys there's some crazy decks in this video, and I was not lying. We are going to be playing Mortar Golem. Honestly, guys, I'm a very good Mortar player. I know how to play Mortar very well. I suck with Golem. I suck with Beatdown, so I'm going to probably get slammed, but you know, I figure you guys are a lot better than I am, so I figured I would show you guys this, because I'm sure you will have a lot more success than I will. This guy does have Cannon Cart, but that will go down, so that's perfect. I'm going to play the Prince right here. We will take a bit of damage, most likely. Actually, that was perfect. Holy crap. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then the Prince will go in. He'll have to defend it. I think what the play is I don't want to go for a Golem unless I know that he's low on Elixir. He went really aggressive there, so honestly, I'm going to Golem here. I wouldn't have any other time, but because he was playing so aggressive, I am going to play the Golem, and hopefully we can get a nice little push here. He didn't go aggressive when we played the Golem, so that's also another sign that he's low on Elixir. So if you ever have trouble counting Elixir, you can always look for little tells like that to be able to, you know, figure out what their Elixir is and what they're doing. He's going to play the Mortar. I'm just going to wait a second, and then I'll go for the E-Drag here. And then I don't really want to play anything else. I don't want to go too aggressive by any means. Let's Tornado the Scientist right here, though, so we can get the E-Drag on the tower as well. He's going to use the Lightning. So that was a pretty good Lightning, but we do get some nice damage there. I'm going to play the High Mortar here to pull the... I don't even know what it's called. The Goblinstein Goon or whatever he is. I don't know, bro. I don't know. The monster. The monster from the Goblinstein. So we will pull that and stop us from taking too much damage. And then I guess I can just Bar Barrel here to take out the Goblin Gang. In the Goblinstein deck, they don't actually have a ton of log bait necessarily. So using the Bar Barrel for the Goblin Gang is something that I'm completely okay with doing. And then, I'm going to split my guards in the back because that'll just kind of prevent him from playing a Miner on the tower. That's a pretty safe play. And then because he's not playing anything, I'm going to Golem again, and then we'll just kind of wait. I do know that he has to play Lightning defensively to counter our E-Drag, so that's something that's good. Let's play the Baby Dragon up high here. He'll get a little bit of Mortar damage, but he can't really do much against our Baby Dragon. And then I will go ahead and I will play the Evo E-Drag, and let's Tornado all of this together. He will get good Lightning value there, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to wait a second. Let's let the Golem go down, honestly. And then I'm going to Mortar into the opposite lane because he used his Lightning. And then let's go ahead and get the Prince in front here to stop everything from getting defended. He put a lot of Elixir into defending our Golem, so we should be able to get something nice going here. There's the Miner. I'm just going to play some guards right there on it, and then I guess we can play the Evo E-Drag, or the regular E-Drag, sorry, right here. We got some decent damage, nothing too crazy, but I'm definitely not mad about where we're at right now. He'll play the Goblin Gang. That's not going to be a good defense against our Evo E-Drag, or our regular E-Drag. Holy crap. I'll play the Mortar up a little bit higher just so that he can't go for the Mortar as easily, and then I can play a defensive Mortar here. And then, how do I want to do this? I think what I'll do is I'll play the Prince right here, and then the Mortar should lock onto his Mortar, which would be good. And then I'm going to Tornado right here just to kind of take everything out. And then I guess I could also go for the Bar Barrel just to make sure that that Mortar goes down. We are going to get the Golem on the tower, so that's going to do some really nice damage. And then I'm actually going to play the E-Drag right here because he'll have to use the Lightning if he wants to get that down in time. And if he doesn't, then we can, you know, take out that cannon cart and we don't have to worry too much about defending it. So we got some really good damage there. And then it's just going to be a matter of making sure that we don't get slammed here. I'll play the Prince right here, and then let's play some guards here as well to help take out the miners because we're using Dagger Duchess. It gets slammed a little bit quicker. He's going to get the King Tower activation. That was a good play. I don't think I'm going to go for a tornado or anything here. I don't really want to do anything too crazy, but I am going to play the Golem right here, and then if he goes for the Mortar, it should lock on to that Golem this time. And then we can just wait. He'll have to go for the defensive lightning. Let's play the E-Drag right now a little bit early, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Bar Barrel here just to help take out that Mortar. There's the lightning, so now we can play the Baby Dragon. And then I have the Tornado, so we can use that to tornado everything onto the tower in a second here. Let's just wait. Let's tornado all of this towards the Golem. We don't get the damage, but that's okay. I'm going to Evil Mortar right here in the same lane, and then hopefully we can get some nice damage. Ooh, that was really good play with the Evil Bats here. Okay, but I think he went way too aggressive. I think we went way too aggressive. We're going to get the lock on the tower, and that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck. Holy crap, that was a stressful one, and we'll go on into the next match. Alright, you guys, for our next matchup, we're using Evil Archers with Mortar, and we got Miner. I honestly don't even know what to call this. I don't know if this is like Mortar Miner bait or something. I really don't know, but this is a very good deck. I've been seeing people play it, and you don't see this deck very often. Let's play the minions here. We're probably going to take some damage from that balloon, unfortunately, because he hit us with a little bit of a starting hand first play, and I can't hate on him because I played Mortar first play, but you know, that was kind of messed up of this guy to do. But the Evil Archers in this deck are very strong, and the best thing, and really the only thing that you need to make sure you're doing when you're playing with Evil Archers and Archers in general is make sure you're splitting them in the back as much as possible, unless they don't have arrows. If they don't have arrows, then you can play them however you want, but if they have arrows, you need to split them, because the Evil Archers and Archers in general, their range is very far, so you are going to be able to you know, defend stuff in the opposite lane with the archers when you split them, and it just stops them from being able to get both with arrows off the start there. I've got the defensive mortar down to defend the recruits. We should be okay. And then with the mortar in that spot, I don't think he can actually play the balloon and get the balloon onto the tower, but we'll wait and see. Those skeletons are going to get some chip damage. I'm going to play the miner here, and then let's go ahead and get some minions down, and we might as well get the guards down as well just to help defend. And then let's see if he gets a hit on the tower. That's crazy, but we are going to take the tower on the opposite lane because he went so aggressive there. Holy crap, okay, that miner paid off, so I'm very happy with that change of events there. That worked out very well for us. I'm going to play the cannon card here. Maybe we can get a king tower activation as well out of this. That would be awesome if we do. And then I don't think I'm going to Evil Mortar. I don't think that's going to be the right play here, because if he plays the Lumberjack to defend the cannon cart, and then he plays a balloon, we might be in trouble. That is crazy that he's going to play the recruits. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to play the defensive archers, split them in the back. Let's go ahead and get a miner down here, and then we'll kind of wait and see. I guess I should play the minions here to help us take out those guards there. Or the recruit, sorry, and then we'll wait and kind of just be ready for whatever he's going to play. I'm expecting a balloon here soon, so I'm going to use my mortar to pull the balloon in a second. I'll play the guards first to help take out the lumberjack. There's the balloon, and then I'm just going to play the mortar here to pull. Then we can play the evil archers here. I'm not going to split them because I haven't seen anything that would say that he can slam my evil archers in one shot there. The balloon got defended, so that's perfect. I'm going to cannon cart in the pocket because that's always an amazing play to make. And then the evil archers are still alive, actually, so they're going to do some good work there for us, I think, and take out one of the recruits there. And then I'm going to go ahead and play the minions here. Let's play the guards right here to help pull everything into the middle, and then we're just going to wait for that balloon because we have our fireball as well if we need to. We'll go for the miner on the tower there. And then I guess I might as well play the mortar here. We'll go for the cannon cart in the pocket as well. That's going to get on the tower. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next deck. Alright, guys, for our last matchup, we are going to be using a deck that is very similar to classic Mortar. It's got the evil Valkyrie and the Mega Minion, as well as Ice Wizard and Tornado, but we are using Lightning instead of Rocket. I think Lightning is just one of those cards right now that's really annoying for people to deal with. A lot of cards that people are playing are for Elixir, so the Lightning just gets a ton of value, and you know, obviously it's just going to be a great card. Honestly, this might be a good time to Lightning, if anything. I'm going to play the Ice Spirit here, actually, and then let's go ahead and Tornado all of this together and get the log down as well, and then we can get the Mother Witch down, and that will be a pretty easy defense, and we can save our Lightning. That one hog is going to get on the tower. That's actually kind of crazy, but I think we don't have to worry too much about 100 damage here. Now with this deck, one of the biggest things is going to be like making sure that you're prioritizing defense first. You don't want to go for like a mortar that's a last-ditch effort to try to get a ton of damage, just because I feel like, you know, it's not really going to pay off most of the time. That is a crazy play for the giant skeleton. Let's play the Valkyrie right here, and we will defend that very easily. And then I was going to mortar opposite lane, but honestly, I think we're just better off just waiting and letting that giant skeleton bomb go off and then mortaring into this lane. So let's just wait, and then let's go ahead and play the mortar here. He's going to go for the goblin giant in the back. A bit of a crazy play. If you ask me, we are going to get the mortar lock, which is nice. Ooh, and he's going to play a fisherman as well, so that means that we can play our mega minion pretty easily here. And then I could always go for a defensive lightning. I think that's what I'm going to do actually, just because then the mega minion should help defend this pretty easily, and we can log in a second here to take out the spear goblins as well as the bomber, and not take any damage. Holy crap, that was actually the perfect defense. That worked out really well. I'm very happy with that. Okay, I'm going to play the Ice Spirit here just to get some chip damage, and let's see if he plays anything to defend that. If not, then we get a free 100 damage or so I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to play the Mortar here because I have my Evil Valkyrie. Oh my goodness, he just messed up. Okay, we're gonna get the lock on the tower. That is beautiful. Let's play the Ice Wizard here just to keep this mortar alive a little bit, and then I'm going to prioritize my defense in a second here. So I'll play the Mega Minion first, and then I'm just gonna play the Evil Valk here, and then I'm going to cycle my Ice Spirit here. Then we can play the mortar. Ooh, actually that Death Blast might... Ooh, I did not mean to play the Tornado. I meant to play the Ice Wizard, but actually that's going to work out just fine for us. I think that will go onto the King Tower. And then I can play the Valkyrie here. Let's go ahead and let's get an Ice Spirit down as well to stop that giant skeleton from going too quick or anything. And that's going to be a very easy defense. He's going to zap, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to play the defensive mortar here, and it looks like we're going to come out with the win. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.